and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica Moorhouse, and in this video, I'm going to show you how you can automate being a DIY investor. So I was first made aware of this new feature by Wealthsimple Trade after doing my Ask Me Anything More Money podcast episode. If you're not already listening to my podcast, which has been around for 9 years, so where have you been? I'm going to drop a link right there. Also, you can watch and listen on YouTube because I now post all of my episodes on there. They are video podcasts, so make sure to check that episode out. Anyways, someone asked me, is there any way that I can automatically buy shares of an ETF? I just don't want to do it myself, and I also don't want to pay a robo-advisor a management fee. And for years and years and years, my answer has always been the same. Yeah, no. You can't do that. And then, of course, one amazing podcast listener DM'd me and said, actually, there is something new that does let you automate the process. It is only available with Wealthsimple Trade, and it's only made possible by buying fractional shares. So how it works is with your Wealthsimple Trade account, you can use their recurring investments feature to automatically buy more shares of an ETF, a stock, even cryptocurrency on a schedule. So you're effectively doing dollar cost averaging. You are not paying that 0.5% management fee with Wealthsimple Invest, their robo-advisor platform. And you can just, set it and forget it, really. So in my personal opinion, and this could be because of my bias being a index investor, the best use case for this feature is to purchase an asset allocation ETF. So an ETF of ETFs that already has all the diversification you could want for one very low fee, and then just automate it. So the fees would be much lower than using a robo-advisor, a little bit higher compared to, buying individual ETFs. But hey, I think in general, you're looking at overall 0.25% all in for an MER. And because Wealthsimple Trade does not charge you for commissions, whenever you make a automatic purchase, doesn't charge you a thing. Now, before I show you how it works, so you can try it out for yourself if you like, just want to mention a few kind of cons, but not really. They're not like deal breakers in my opinion. So the first thing, like I kind of mentioned, the only reason this feature works is because Wealthsimple Trade allows you to buy fractional shares. Now, it's actually one of 2 discount brokerages in Canada that offer fractional shares. No one else does. So it's Wealthsimple Trade and Interactive Brokers. Now, this isn't a big deal. Again, it kind of makes, buying stocks and ETFs more accessible to people who especially are just getting started with investing and are starting with a small sum of money. However, if you ever decide to move discount brokerages, say you want to move to Questrade, which is the platform that I've been using for years, unfortunately, you can't do just a straight securities transfer, which is like, moving the ETFs you bought with Wealthsimple Trade over to Questrade without having to sell any of those shares. As I mentioned, only Wealthsimple Trade and Interactive Brokers offer fractional shares, and even with those 2 discount brokerages, you can't move fractional shares in between those 2 either. So that means if you want to move somewhere else, you're going to have to sell all of your shares and then move them over elsewhere. And if your shares are in a taxable account, that could trigger a capital gain. The second thing to be aware of is this recurring investments feature is only available on Wealthsimple Trade's mobile app. So if you're an old school gal like me who likes to use a desktop for important things like placing trades or buying airline tickets, this may be a bit of a learning curve, though honestly, again, I did it myself. It really was pretty easy using the app. You kind of get used to it. But if that's something that's going to annoy you, then now you know. So with that, let me show you how it works. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is go into your Wealthsimple app and log in. I've already done so. And as you can see, I've got $200 to play with in my cash account that I want to auto invest. And I think what's required is making a transfer from my cash account to my non-registered account. So this is what you need to do. So I am going to move funds from my cash account to my non-registered account. And yes, I want to move every single penny over to that account. And it's going to happen instantly. Awesome. And submit transfer. And hit done. Wonderful. So if I go back home, there we go. That money is now in my non-registered account, and then I shouldn't have any problems. So I am going to follow the directions as it stipulates on the website. It says to go to the search bar right there and then type in what investment you want to invest in. I am going to invest in ZEQT, an all equity asset allocation ETF, and then I'm going to hit buy. Now, before actually doing anything further, make sure you're not in a market order, that you have chosen recurring order. So that is how you're going to buy those fractional shares and just automate the whole process. Now to start, I'm just going to start with $50. Now for a start date, I'm recording this actually on June 12th, and it only gives me June 13th as an option. Now on the website, it does say nothing is preventing you from setting up a recurring investment with a start date being the current date. However, we can't guarantee that your order will be executed on the same day, so it's preferred to have a 24-hour buffer. So I'm assuming that is why. But I also know too that with how they set up their fractional share purchases, they only make those purchases a couple times throughout the day. So maybe I've missed that window and have to wait until tomorrow, which is no big deal. Okay, great. And then you can choose its frequency. How often do you want it to buy more shares? For this example, I'm actually going to choose daily because I want to track it over the next couple days just to see what it looks like. Next, I'm going to choose my funding source. By default, it has my bank account, but I actually want it to take money from my non-registered account, so I'm going to change that. And then it looks like for default, it also has my TFSA. I actually want it to go into my non-registered account, so I'm going to change it to that as well. So there we go. That's all you have to do. And then you just go review and we will see the information. So our order type is recurring buy. The start date, the first time it is going to make that trade is June 13th, 2024. It is going to make trades daily on every market day. And funding source is my non-registered account. And the investments are going to go into that same non-registered account. And I'm starting with an initial investment of $50. So now I just have to hit confirm recurring investment. All right, plan confirmed, recurring investment of $50 worth of ZEQT. And it has this other little thing that says this security is eligible for dividend reinvestments. Well, how lovely. That is another automation I'd like to take advantage of. So I'm going to click on that. And it has my account non-registered, start date. Okay, there's nothing to click on that. So I guess it doesn't give you an option to do that. Reinvest eligible dividends, automatically reinvest dividends for all eligible equities in your non-registered account. I'm going to say absolutely. Oh, there's the start date, June 12th. Perfect. Love that. And then I'm going to click done. So I'm going to check back in a few days to see what happens because nothing's happening today because the trade will happen tomorrow. Okay, so it's been a few days, so I'm going to check back into my account and see what happened. And here is my non-registered account. Now, in case you're looking at the balance, you may be wondering why is it $25 more than it was just a couple of days ago? It isn't because of the ETF that I bought and just like soared in value all of a sudden. I simply had a commission that I earned from my affiliate link. In case you want to register for Wealthsimple yourself, make sure to use my affiliate link. You get a little something, I get a little something. And for me, I put it into this account so I can invest it. So there you go. I will link to it in the description for this video. So to see what happened with those transactions, I'm going to click into my account. And let's see what's happened over the past couple days. As you can see, the first purchase was made on June 13th for $50, and then the next day, and then the next business day, and yesterday, and today. It's pending. It's happening right as I record this. Very exciting. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. And just in case you aren't aware, if you want to learn more about investing, but also specifically index investing, like what I do for my own investments, I do have a course called Wealth Building Blueprint for Canadians. It's been around for over 3 years, has over 400 students. It is by application only. But if you want to learn more and apply and see if it's a good fit for you and your situation, make sure to go to jessicamoorhouse.com/course. And also, if you want to try out this feature yourself and you don't already have a Wealthsimple Trade account, make sure to use my affiliate link. I will link it in the description of this video. You get a little cash bonus, so do I. Everybody wins. So that's it for me. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in my next video.